Website abc4.com, and hurry because they'll only be out for the next couple of weeks.
Time now for Utah's most accurate forecast with Thomas Geboy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
Remember how you said a joke about the fish earlier, the live streaming of the fish? You're good, Thomas. Your dad jokes are so good.
I mean, they just look so cool. I mean, they look so sophisticated. I can't help myself sometimes, but not only can you go see the salmon because they're changing colors, but in the higher elevations you can also see the changing colors as well. Now, we're still a little ways away from the peak when it comes to our fall colors, but this was captured today by Chris Williams on Mirror Lake Highway and the lower portions of Mirror Lake Highway, so looking absolutely spectacular on the base of the Uintas. And Carol Dyer captured this from Bear Lake today, where we're starting to see the changes happening even up around Garden City. So those colors, they are indeed changing, but as mentioned, in the first couple of weeks of October, that's when the higher elevations in Utah peak. Meanwhile, the lower elevations typically in the latter half of October, but we're quickly moving in that direction. Well, let's go ahead and show you a couple of views outside. This is Utah State University overlooking Old Main, where Old Main, it's quite busy this evening on a very comfortable night, where we're currently sitting at 56 degrees. Meanwhile, Southern Utah University is rocking, quite literally. You got a lot of folks over in the quad on what is a comfortable night down in Cedar City as well. And as we go into tonight, we'll be looking at temperatures very similar to what we saw last night. And then tomorrow, mostly sunny skies across the state, a Chamber of Commerce weather day, just a little bit warmer compared to what we saw today. 80 in Salt Lake, 71 in Park City. Then in central Utah, daytime high of 82 in Green River, 78 in Fillmore, 80 in Gunnison. And in southern Utah, we'll see daytime highs of 92 in St. George, but Bryce Canyon, after a cold start to the morning, a daytime high of 72. And remember, the parks are free tomorrow, and the weather is going to be very agreeable if you're heading to our national parks. But maybe you're going to go see some college football. We have a full slate across the entire state from north down to south. Utah State University takes on UNLV. First kick at 5 o'clock. We'll see temperature at 76 degrees. BYU taking on Wyoming. Late kick at 8:15. 72 degrees. And Southern Utah University taking on Utah Tech. The battle for the Axe, temperature of 77 degrees, so the weather looks great no matter where you're going to be across the Beehive State. Meanwhile, the Utes, they're going to be heading down to Tempe, and it's just going to be quite toasty down there. But our national parks forecast, low 70s, Bryce Canyon, upper 80s, Zion National Park, and then daytime highs ranging in the 70s and 80s from Capitol Reef, Arches, and Canyonland. So looking quite good across southern Utah. And high pressure, that's the reason why we're going to see so much sunshine this weekend. But in the early next week, winds are going to switch more out of the south. That warming trend is going to accelerate even more. Going to be quite warm for this time of year by the time we get into our Wednesday. But by Thursday into Friday, forecast models are optimistic that we'll see a system move in and possibly a chance for wet weather and slightly cooler temperatures, because we'll go from low 90s in St. George to the middle 90s by early next week, then bringing in that slight chance and slightly cooler temperatures by the end of next week. Meanwhile, on the Wasatch Front, low 80s for daytime highs this weekend. Overnight lows continue in the 50s. Definitely warmer by Tuesday and Wednesday before bringing in that slight chance Thursday with some slightly cooler temperatures. Now it's time for the Beehive Blitz.